Good morning. Good morning. I'm a little bit late. I was doing a few things around the house. I had to do some laundry. I also did a Instacart delivery, so I don't have to go out tonight until tomorrow. And I left a couple of things, you know how it is, items off the list, so I had to add them through the chat. But it says I actually think I came to your house. No, I'm reading. I'm sorry. I'm reading a message. Hold on one second. Yeah, so I was answering back the Instacart lady that was doing my Instacart. So anyways, yes, I was multitasking. I didn't start on time, but I want to talk about Legina and Jaguar, right? And I also wanted to talk about, well, before I could even get on to the topic that we're really supposed to be talking about, I had seen a video that Jaguar Wright put up, Just Breathe. And at first I could have swore in the title it said Sing for $1. We all know that she's having hard times because she's obviously living off of her mother's income. She does not have an income. I think the main reason why she wants Goomba to come back is because of his military check. And I'm quite sure it's a nice one because of the simple fact that he's on disability as well. And I don't know if he got an honorable discharge. A lot of people might say, well, you should know this, but we have to take into account what kind of people we're dealing with when we make these conversations go public with our communities, that these people lie. She's been associated with a lot of people, um, you know what I'm saying, that lie and do whatever they need to do for money. We already know eventually it's gonna come out. Some of the lies that we already suspected that Jaguar Wright was telling, and some of the little schemes and scams that she was running to try to make herself look like the victim and make Goomba look like the bad guy. Not saying that Goomba wasn't 50-50 with her, but right now he's in a relationship with somebody else. Of course, that's what he was going to do. That's what a lot of men do. He had an apartment in his name. She wasn't there to use her mother's money to pay, half of the rent. So he just basically left the apartment high and dry. He knew that there would be somewhere he could go, which was with Nikki, and that's what he did. He went with Nikki. So we're actually looking at a live stream that she's doing as I speak. She got up early this morning, and the scary part about it is Jaguar Wright is acting like she's in good spirits, and it's really sad because it would be nice if she was in good spirits, but I don't think she is. But then we'll hear later on that she got locked up or put into a psych ward. So it's really concerning to me, because she's in charge of her mother and taking care of her mother and her son. And I don't think he gets a check. Um, they, was saying, the father was saying, allegedly, I don't know if he's saying this, her baby's father, Jaguar Wright's baby's father, that Jaguar Wright was lying about her son allegedly having some sort of autism. So, when you hear like stuff like that, like, oh, my kid, has autism. Oh, I'm taking care of my elderly mother. People tend to gravitate to that and want to go into their pockets and look out for people like that. But what is the problem is when you find out that they've been lying, scamming, and scheming this whole time, and none of it's true. You start to like give people the side eye. We already know there's gonna be some smoke started with Jaguar Wright and Legina, because Legina had made it clear to keep her name out of the equation. And Jaguar Wright last night, was subliminally talking about Legina, and it's just not going to end well. And a lot of people are going to lose supporters, including Goomba. He's trying to lay low because he knows that it's about to hit the fan, and there's some things that he probably has incriminated himself with, feeding into what Jaguar Wright is doing. And Jaguar Wright is going to throw him off the bus. We already know that. She's already thrown Legina underneath the bus recently. She's already accused Goomba of stealing from her mother's Chase account, and abuse to a pet. So I mean, these people don't care what they need to do to get in the algorithm to make money off of people so that they can live a certain way. I don't know if we're gonna see Jaguar over the next couple of weeks or over the summer in restaurants, because she doesn't have Legina's money no more. And I think it was easier for her to be flashy when she had her husband around. I honestly, and I hate to say it, I don't think that Jaguar Wright wants Legina or her husband. She just wanted the residuals that came with it. Now I'm gonna play this video because I want to know what this is all about. Her at a Harley, it looks like a Harley bike shop.
Please threaten me with a good time.
Now she's at a
I'm about to
hillbilly
do
shop.
5 miles. I could use the carbs. Well, Goose still in the office. So anyway, I came by to check up on that thing.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm gonna have something on that thing on Friday.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it'll be Friday morning
I
because
know
I have to
she's
head
not
back to
saying
Dallas.
she's getting a motorcycle now.
So should I wait? Okay, I'll wait. What is the security team coming to fish him out?
You know I handle the parts.
We're gonna send
So I'll be ready to order them for you.
Okay.
I'll be ready to get them on.
Oh, this must be for a car or something. I don't know.
Good morning. How are you? We live on YouTube. You already know. Y'all remember my friend Goose?
A good mood.
How y'all doing?
So I was just walking them around. They got to hear some good old fashioned metal.
You want to see the new shop?
Hell yeah.
We just rented the shop next door.
Give me a tour.
She is so phony.
All right, y'all.
Stop
This is
it,
an
Jaguar.
exclusive. Live from Shreveport.
She been lead them.
While
them
he's
Caucasians
doing that,
alone,
let me
so
just
she
give
don't
y'all a
leave up
quick
out of
tour.
there. She's in a look like a
Just a
Harley
quick
shop.
tour. Now, see, imagine all of these beautiful machines humming at the same time on I-20, swarming your car.
Oh,
that just turned me
she's
on.
throwing out some hints.
There is nothing like seeing a bike club roll up. Put the fear of God in you if you
Hey,
shook.
Alexis, first one in. Hi, sweetie. So
All
phony.
right, y'all. This is an exclusive.
Exactly.
Goose
sis.
is hooking us up.
Phony.
Nobody's seen it yet.
Yeah, we just got this building.
She's on live now.
Y'all look, y'all balling. Can I get a job? Everybody say I'm homeless and I ain't got no money. Can I get a job here? I'll be the receptionist. Let me know. Give me an application so these people can stop saying I'm broke and homeless.
This is the reception area.
Something's going on.
Oh, see, that's my desk.
Yeah, it's ready for you. We painted it. Ready for you to come in.
Oh, look. And it represents me. You know I'm the bisexual with the pink and the blue. See, y'all had no idea.
Well, I had a hunch. So, here, come on in. This room right here, we're gonna do a lounge. We're gonna do some lazy boys, a TV.
Oh.
So people can wait while they're waiting on their.
Oh, they ain't never gonna leave.
That's what some of them said.
The longer they stay, the more money
It's
they
gonna be
spend.
a sound room. We're gonna build speaker towers and all that stuff so everybody can hear. Wow. All that stuff.
Man, y'all are truly blessed. You know that?
We're giving it hell.
No,
Thank you,
after COVID,
sweetie.
So many independent businesses here.
I thought I'd go live this morning
Okay.
because she does live streams in the morning time a lot.
Oh, this is so dope.
So I guess I caught her again.
Okay.
course, this.
Oh
the
Lord,
garage
not
part
the
needs cleaned
receptionist.
up.
at
We got to
the
get a
bike
George
store.
Foreman grill
You know
or
they
an
wouldn't
air
hire
fryer,
her
something
there.
up in there.
Oh yeah.
And this is the
That's
garage.
where the magic happens.
We got to get it cleaned up. Like I said, we just got it yesterday.
It smells like a
She
garage. That's
probably didn't even
perfect.
sleep last
Just
night.
lifts in
Couldn't
here,
wait to
all
get
that
back
Uh-huh.
on
stuff,
YouTube this
shelves,
morning
work
with
tables,
this
all that
mess.
good business.
We're gonna do
Man.
audio bikes over there. We're gonna do cars and trucks right here.
You know that
Yeah,
that
you got me
blesses my.
started on cars. So that's your fault.
Mm-mm.
This is all because of you.
I'm dropping something off for that thing on Friday.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
On that thing.
See how you're doing.
Oh man, you
I hope
know,
she's
I just
not-
got stalked by the paparazzi. Got the police called
So-
on me 200 times. They want me
Wow.
locked up.
I hope she's not making us think that she's gonna go into business with these bikers. That's what is coming across to me.
Are you kidding me?
No, he was
Yeah,
out in the
we
middle of
walked
the turn
out.
lane. He stopped in front of the shop. And
Well, did he leave a card? I'd love to call him.
I walked out there and told him, "What the fuck you doing?"
Yeah.
Ain't this some shit?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll show you the car.
Yeah, we
You got the car?
We got the tag
Yeah, you
number.
got tag number.
I walked out there. And
Oh,
took a
Goose,
picture.
please text that to me.
Well, I gotta
Uh-oh.
sort through all my nudes, I guess.
Oh,
Just kidding.
don't you turn me on.
Oh, they're my lady. I don't.
She's
You
a
don't need
mess.
mine.
Oh, well, you know I'm bisexual. You know I take the both of you.
You probably haven't lied
Angelina
about that.
Jolie and Brad Pitt. Give it to me. Give it to me. No,
No,
I'm joking. You know I'm just funning. Tell her I said hello. Ain't this
Last
not?
week or so,
Oh, crap.
Yeah, parked in the middle of the road.
he was sitting out there taking pictures.
Ooh.
Wouldn't come in the shop. Probably got his ass whipped if he did.
Well,
Don't
I'm gonna
test
go
her
in the
anything.
turn lane.
He deserved it.
Right there in the middle of the street.
I know it
Oh,
exactly.
Lord. See,
don't.
you can't be messing around down here in Shreveport. Oh, I keep telling people, if you come here looking for me, don't be surprised if you don't leave. Because we'll
Somebody
invite
was
you to
looking for
come,
her?
sit down, have a cocktail, and stay for a few hours. Let's go down to the bayou, do a little gator watch.
They'll take you down there too.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yes, yes.
You're live.
Well,
You gotta use words like allegedly.
Yes, allegedly. Thank you.
You
Oh my
should
God, I
know
need you
that.
to help me with my PR.
Everybody around here's last name is Lee. We got more Lees than Chinese phone book.
Mm-hmm.
Our first name's
Alleged.
Alleged.
Alleged. I love it. Allegedly. Oh, all right, guys. Well, I
As
got to
soon as
get
she
ready to
gets mad
go.
at them, she'll be
It's so good
throwing
to
them
see
underneath
you
the
too.
bus.
Always.
Come on
always.
back.
Well, you
Nothing
know,
else, hang out, drink a beer.
give me an invite and I'll bring the crawfish.
You're invited.
Any day.
Okay.
Any
I'll
day
pick up
it
10
ends-
pounds.
Any day it ends in wine.
Is this my out?
It can be. Well, we got that gate locked.
Oh, well, let's come on. All right, y'all. It ain't none of your business where I'm going next. Apparently, I'm being watched.
Well, we want to hear
Who would
about
have ever
this.
thought a little homeless, broke person that steals from her mama and beats on camera could have people so interested in everything I do? Bye, you nosy bastards.
This is first chance. Yep, it's the first chance she gets, she'll be throwing them straight underneath the bus, and they don't even get it. But we do. So yeah, when I had went live early this morning, I want to talk about the Legina situation because it seems like from what I hear from Legina that something happened, and she doesn't. Honestly, this is just my opinion. I don't think that Legina wants to wake it up the way Jaguar is trying to trigger her to wake it up. For number one, I was looking on Jaguar's page, and I remember them by the poolside. And that day Jaguar Wright was crying. I have the video on my channel, but I'm not gonna go looking for it now. So I would try to go onto Instagram and look for it on Instagram. I can't remember if it was Instagram or Facebook. I don't see it on Jaguar Wright's page, them at the pool. And I also don't see them, I don't see them on her YouTube channel. And I do see on Legina's page, Legina out in the pool at night. But it just seemed like the last couple of weeks when I was observing Legina, she seemed like she was putting on a front, like there was something going on, and she just seemed like, to me having a motherly instinct, that she was ready to go. And so when she came out, and one of the reasons why she left was she was not going to allow for Jaguar to talk to her any kind of way, because Jaguar got people thinking she's slow. I mean, she got her own uh followers thinking that her son has autism, allegedly. But the father just came on recently and said that that's father from the truth. That is not true, that the son has autism, and that Jaguar's lying and she's trying to get a bag instead of getting a job. I really think that she was trying to do the same thing to Legina, and Legina was like, I'm not, going for that. And I think the last straw was like when she was doing stupid stuff, like Legina said that Jaguar wanted her to sing a song that she didn't even know the lyrics to. And that wouldn't make any sense. Why would you sing a song you don't know the lyrics to it and look like a fool? So, this is all a storyline, and only one knows um what's supposed to happen at the end is Jaguar Wright. And it was like that even with her husband, because I remember in the past when they were trying to take Nature Boy down, he was always quiet, but he always had that look on his face, like a smirk, like, you better be careful. That's why when he got the chance, when she got locked up the first time, to say that his family has nothing to do with any of the lives that Jaguar Wright has hurt, through exposing people and everything, he jumped on it, because he don't want nobody to be looking for him once he finally is done with Jaguar, thinking that he has something to do with that. And that's understandable. Even though he shouldn't have allowed it to happen at the time, that was his wife, and he rolled with it. But he's looking at the consequences of his actions now, and I really think that he's scared. And I honestly at first thought that maybe he would go back to Jaguar. But if you look at the big picture of all of this, if he can allow himself to get over Jaguar Wright, even if it's with another woman, Nikki's allegedly who he's supposed to be dealing with, I think he's better off, because I'm gonna tell you something. When this stuff hits the fan and all the stuff that Jaguar Wright has done hits the fan, it's gonna be ugly. I just really hope, if it is true that she's not taking her medication, she gets back on her psych meds, and gets herself right. Because I'm telling you, man, if she doesn't keep her mouth closed, focus on her music or her business, like she says she has a business, she gonna mess around and be 6 feet under. She's not gonna be able to be there to take care of her mother, her son, and nobody. And it's really sad. And then she got friends like Tokoyo. I don't really have too much bad to say about her. I ain't got too much good to say about her. She's another person that's a troubled person that I try not to say too much about. Not because I'm scared. I just don't have time for the drama and everything that comes with it. It's enough with reporting on Jaguar Wright. But I'm gonna tell you like this: when it hits the fan, it's gonna hit the fan. She's in the algorithm. She's smart when it comes to making attention for herself, but she's making the wrong kind of attention. And anybody can make attention for themselves with jeopardizing their life. But who wants to do that? I mean, for the cost of money, you want to jeopardize your life and jam somebody up, just because you want to be in the algorithm. And I don't honestly think she's even getting a bag from doing this. I honestly think this is a woman that we're seeing having a breakdown right before our eyes, and she's making us think that, yeah, keep talking about me, keep making me relevant, it's making me money. I don't think at all this is making her money at all. Honestly, I think when we see her going to restaurants and all this, flashy, fancy stuff that she shows us, the wine and dining, that's what she's getting from her mother's money. And then she'll get up here on social media and then tell everybody else, oh, her husband is stealing her mother's money. I mean, just a week and a half ago, she was saying she had to change all her accounts over because her husband was still taking and draining out her accounts. Who in the right mind, if you know someone still has access to your accounts, would be sitting on live but not on the phone with the bank that same day getting your account shut down? Especially if you have him down as someone you put on your account. He's not the owner of the account. You put him on your account. So all you have to do, you ain't got to go into no banks. All you got to do is make a phone call and remove him. So I don't buy none of that stuff she was been saying at all. And I'm not surprised her and Legina had a fallout. And I'm not gonna be surprised if it is any truth to the fact that Legina said I guess she made advances at her. I won't be surprised at that either. I also want to show you something too, and we can come back to this. I look at people's body language, and I really feel like, because they was at this hotel, I guess when all of this happened. But let's look at Legina's Instagram. I just want you to listen to her when she's talking. She just seems like she's deflecting. Like there's something she been wanting to say, but it just she didn't know how to say it. Maybe she wanted to make sure she had like somewhere to stay before she went there and outed Jaguar Wright. But see, Jaguar Wright just made a joke with the bikers. Well, I go both ways, whatever. But something happened with Legina and Jaguar, and Jaguar is not going to tell on herself until the cat's out the bag. So I was looking at this right here. This was on April 3rd. Now this is around the time. Now I don't see this pool shot of them in the pool during the day when what's her name, Jaguar was crying and she was consoling her. Around that time when she was consoling her, this is at night though, she was running game. She knew that Jaguar Wright was lying, acting, fake crying. Something had happened then. And if you listen to her, I don't know, it just seems like somebody who got a lot on their mind.
If y'all go look at his captions, it's always addresses somebody. Sometimes it's me. But then sometimes I ignore it.
We all
he
know
ain't talking about me.
Doesn't tell the truth. Exactly, goddess. But let me just say this to you too. Jaguar Wright knew what she was doing when she had dealings with Legina. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Legina makes up stuff that is not believable either. And if you get around somebody that's a predator, like Nature Boy, when Nature Boy had those women that he met and they was, telling about their life story and all this other stuff, that was the wrong person to tell, because that's a sign of weakness to a predator. And when a predator knows that you have that weakness in you, they're going to, they're gonna try to take advantage of you. And that's all that happened to Legina. The only thing is, even if she does got issues, Legina, she was smart enough to get out of it before it got worse. There was something going on when she was in the pool, even that night. Now, I didn't look at this whole thing, but I was just looking at her facial expressions. Just seemed like she wanted to talk to somebody, not knowing that.
Living on my own now. Not currently now. I did, but it's also dangerous for me because they be having people get to me. So
she sounds just like Jaguar Wright. Who she said it's kind of dangerous for her to live on her own because they be having people what people are trying to attack you. You're not no celebrity, nor is Jaguar Wright, but Jaguar Wright knew celebrities, and she was at these parties, and she spoke about things that she saw that she should not have spoke about. But Legina don't know any celebrities. She wasn't at these parties. Nobody even knew who she was until Jaguar Wright brought her into the picture.
oh,
Weird.
I
It's just
thought
weird.
you meant somebody was behind me. I'm like, I didn't hear nothing. There is someone
Acting real paranoid.
standing behind you.
Just weird.
Remember that Final Destination? I think it was 3. Final Destination 3.
You didn't get a notification, Firefaller? Put a Y in the chat if y'all got the notifications. Yeah, I haven't been on here live, so you know I'm gonna get penalized. Y'all know the routine. It's gonna take a good week and a half.
Probably the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Final Destination 6. It's another one. Like, they ended so good. It's like, damn, I'm surprised they would make another one. What else they gonna do? What else they gonna do at this point?
Shit, she's acting real paranoid to me.
I'm about to go in the jacuzzi and put my shoulders in here because there's some energies around.
Energies. You sound like you're paranoid. You shouldn't have been around Jaguar to feel that way in the first place.
I'm not sure. Jag, she's going through, this is like her marriage, right? So people want to say it's for content and shits and giggle, but this is her life.
She was really lying
for
then.
4 years. She loves him, and the way
no, she's not with Jag. No, really, they had a fallout. Sis.
Toxic things.
They had a fallout.
So of course she's very distraught. Of course she's hurting, and the way she reacts to certain things because she's grieving. 5 stages of grief, you guys. 5 stages of grief. Look it up.
You ain't saying that now.
And I'll be back.
She ain't saying that now. She ain't saying that now. Hold on now. I'm trying to get off of this page here. Yeah, so anyways, I don't see, this is weird. They had some video of them in the pool, and Jaguar Wright had like a little nervous breakdown and she was consoling her. But if you look on Jaguar Wright's page, I don't see it. I don't see it at all. I don't know why Jaguar Wright would take it down unless I'm just going through it too fast. But I know that Jaguar Wright, I don't know if it was on her YouTube channel. This look good. I can't say she can't cook. That look kind of good there, Jag. Yeah, but I don't know if it's on her YouTube channel. I didn't go far down enough. I don't know. But I know that they got pictures, video of them during the day at that same hotel. And she was being the person that was uplifting Jaguar that day. And then later on that night, she looked like she was ready to escape. I'm surprised she didn't put her Cash App. Legina. I'm surprised Legina didn't put her Cash App inside of and pin it inside the Instagram live. Talking about help me. Breathing on some glass, talking about some help me. Yeah, something's not right. Jag is definitely a predator, but you know what though? Jag is also not a bright bulb on the tree either, because Legina said something to me that I don't know if people are paying close attention to. But don't be surprised. I hate to say it, man. If Jag, because she's not taking care of her business, Jag tried her. Yep. She tried her. You're right, sis. And she said you got your peoples mixed up. But let me tell you something. I don't know if y'all are paying attention, but I have been. Legina said the times that I guess she bailed her out or whatever, she was supposed to be checking into them people. I don't know if it's probation or whatever it is, and she ain't even been checking in. So at this point, Jan could have a warrant for her arrest. So all that little, she gonna go to the police station and file this complaint. I don't know how you gonna do that when you got warrants, if she has any. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if Jaguar Wright gets locked up, it'll be for not being in compliance. And I'm gonna tell you, because matter of fact, I'm gonna let you listen again to what hopefully she says it at the beginning. But remember this video here. Y'all didn't forget this. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna share it. Because everyone don't see everything at the same time. But I paid attention.
Oh my God. So I seen a video of Jaguars on King Payne's live talking about she's paying for my life. If you're paying for my life, then I wouldn't have to come out of pocket for nothing. You don't even pay for your own life. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. What income do you have?
Her mother's.
What income do you have to be supporting me?
Don't she got 30,000 or something on an offshore account?
No.
She was supposed to
Is
check
it
in
your
with
money
the
that you're
bills,
spending?
right?
No.
So she gonna be in some trouble.
When the last time you really had a job?
It's crazy.
And somebody said I robbed her. I never robbed her. What do she have? Your lights on that you on right now that's under my name that you have is under my name. You never paid me the bonds money. You never did, and you don't even go get checked in.
I think she has.
It's more things I can let
from multiple personality.
The world know. If you keep speaking on me and lying, don't lie. And you talking about a candle when if I'm doing something, I don't have time to go. Your son offered to go get the candles out of your room that you wanted to do whatever you want to do in that room.
She may have wanted.
And if y'all call this, then y'all know I'm not about to bite my tongue for nobody. I'm not about to bite my tongue for nobody.
She may have.
She gonna trying to bring us as a storyline when we end it amicably. I said I'm not going with you. I'm not. He told you months ago, like 2 months ago. That's it, y'all. Like literally, I don't got time for the lies.
I think there's some.
I came out of my pocket too. I'm not comfortable living off your mama. I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to do that to her. I'm not about to do that to nobody else. You need to be honest in your life and what you do. Like I said, I wanted to start over just for my life to be better. And I didn't ask you to get me out of Detroit. You offered. I said I'm willing to do an exclusive video with you. That's it. So technically, you owe me footage now.
Hold on. You said Jag broke down with where her money comes from. Now Legina's talking mess, but Jag was there for her when she really needed her. That could be true.
They're more respect than what you've been talking her crazy like. You need to deal with yourself in your life.
She got fed up. Yep, she got fed up.
Don't be up here lying on me because you think I'm not gonna say nothing. Nah, that's what I'm not about to do. If I'll be honest about a lot of shit that
you know what? Let me say this to you. Now I do believe that she was trying to get rid of Legina. I know Legina was probably fed up. I do believe that because I said that earlier. I do believe that. But the way she went about it is probably messed up.
Let go of their ass and live my life. Don't put my name in your business or whoever else.
Because I don't understand why if
mentioned.
Legina didn't have any
Because you
stable
don't want
place
them
to stay,
problems
why
for
would
real, for real.
she want to leave?
You don't want that problem for real, for real. Like, it's getting on my nerves. Like, I try to. And y'all want to say I have mental illness. Well, if I do, then girl, you triggering me too. Like, you making me anxious. Again, like, chill out. And you want to use me as a storyline, like, drop it now. Drop it.
Legina,
I appreciate you helping me getting out of Detroit.
So living with someone.
But you honestly don't appreciate the other woman that helped me, Genesis. She's the one that helped me from Detroit. And you speaking down on her, like I said, I don't like that. You got mad that I defend her
for each other
a couple of weeks ago when I first met her because you was doing extra shit.
But see, this is what I don't get is don't get mad at somebody and then all of a sudden you throw somebody in the bus and then you want to say later on, well, see, there's things you don't know about this person. If she was victimizing people from the gate, you should have brought that up from the gate. You know what I'm saying? That's my only point. You should have brought it up from the gate. Now, if everything went all right with y'all, you would still be with her, is how I look at it. Now, y'all have a fallout, and you want to throw her underneath the bus, but you ain't no better than her. That's the only thing I'm trying to say.
I appreciate her mama, yes. But I looked out for her mama, too. I came out of pocket a couple times, too. I forked in the bill when I had to, too. Like, y'all, like,
you just don't know what to believe.
I'm not about to let you run the narrative. Don't come calling me acting like, oh, you care, and then you lying. Think no, I'm not a pushover. I'm not a weak ass bitch. I'm a humble, nice one. Until you push me and make me don't be like that no more. I don't care who you are. You're not God.
Well, you've been knew that. Y'all know she's not that stupid to nothing. She knew from other people how Jaguar did people.
I'm spilling the tea now. Yep. Since you want to act like you not, you want to make a narrative in your head. Once you start to open your mouth and start lying on me, you lost loyalty from me. You lost loyalty from me.
When times don't make me your enemy. Rough, Legina wanted to run, so right. I believe that too. Everything you're saying, Fat Dime.
Like, don't do that. This ain't no fiction. This ain't no your content.
We all know that Legina is not no victim, but we know that that's probably just what happened. When times got rough, she got running.
Oh, she want to keep that lie and let the world know that and feed it on so that can...
Because there's people in our real life, Fat Dime, that when you can feel in your life, when you going through some rough times, yeah, you start to see, yeah, they're not there for you. Like they need to be, but when everything's Gucci, they rooting you on, and as soon as times get rough, then they want to sit there and throw you under the bus and talk about what you did or didn't do. So yeah, you ain't lying about that. People do that all the time in your real life and on social media, and it's sad. But see, they both should have knew better, so they're 50% to blame.
Go, and whatever.
Make sure y'all hit that like button, please.
Yeah, well, I can talk about him. She can't talk about him. So it is what it is.
Yeah. I don't think Legina should have even got on here and said anything.
R. Kelly and Aaliyah.
If they went, even if Jaguar said what she said about her, she knows how Jaguar is. More,
and it is what it is, and I still gotta flourish and grow. Like, it is.
So, says maybe it's
all
the
that
way
extra
she
shit,
talks. I don't know. I'm still surprised.
Whatever you're trying to say. Oh, you was saying I was just debating
she talks
you.
Like she's in her.
You call me selfish. You call me.
Let me just say, I think from everybody's observations, there's something wrong with the girl. I thought that she was younger than 30. I never knew her age, and I'm be honest with you, Goddess. If you didn't say her age, because that's to me, that's not neither here nor there. But she does sound like a child. But you got to understand, that's why when you approach a stranger or someone that you think is your friend, you got to pick and choose what you tell them. and you gotta stand by what you say. Because if people sense a victim in you, they're gonna take advantage of it. And when you got somebody who is a perpetrator, not a perpetrator, a person that's looking for victims, you know what I'm saying? You can't be sitting up there, especially if you see how they move in the streets. You see how they are on social media with A-list celebrities, people that could literally just make that person go away with a couple of dollars. You have to pick and choose, should I be around this person or not? And if you pick to be around that person, then whatever happens is on you. Jackie confirmed she uses her mother's money. The lies about depleted pension and Social Security and her replenish her annuities and that's crazy. She'll be getting those benefits for life, but what I'm trying to say is, to each his own. The mother obviously is accepting of it. We seen her just not so long ago at a restaurant. The mother looks okay with it. So if she likes it, I love it. So it just doesn't a predator, exactly. So it's just she should have knew better, and it's not like this girl hasn't seen Jaguar at work. What does she think? See, what people's problem is they think that can't happen to them. Like, well, they did it. He did it to her, or she did it to him, but I'm me, so they ain't gonna do it to me. People gotta get out that mindset, because you can't predict the future. You don't know what you'll do in certain situations. And I feel like she sounds like somebody that got burnt. She sounds like somebody that got burnt. And now where Jaguar dropped the ball is when you're being a predator towards someone who you looked at as a victim or slow. There's certain things you should know to do or not to do around these people. And when they turn around and stab you in the back, like this girl's doing right now, you can only be mad at nobody but yourself. The mother has no choice. She is, yeah, I know, I understand about the mother. But at the same time, it's public information what is being done to the mother. Now, people can call the U.S. Embassy on Nature Boy and CPS and whoever else. I'm quite sure there's a place that they can call if they really want to see somebody help Jaguar Wright's mother. Sam Jr. said his grandma had bad spending habits, so she became her power of attorney. Right. But you know what, though, Fat Dime? Now, that makes sense. But so does Jaguar Wright. Says new to the channel. A big hello. Welcome. Job for 9. Welcome to the channel. Make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come in. And if you can, the people that are just joining us, let me know if you got your notification. Because a lot of people are saying they did not get their notifications. I don't believe that about Jag's mom. They have already called APS and they didn't find anything. So, and they probably didn't find nothing because, again, if Jaguar's mother doesn't look abused, if she's not complaining to other family members or friends, there's nothing for no one to stand on. I mean, even Goomba tried to run with that, that mother situation, and her and then other people from the past have tried to run off that she's using her mother's money, she's broke, this and that and other. I don't know. But like I said, yeah, you can clearly see a scorned woman talking, 30 years old.
Buy her mom, buy her son some clothes. That's what she need to do. Even I bought his ass some things.
I just don't understand why she got up on here, and I'm glad she hasn't been on since that I know of.
I am safe.
because there's no reason for
So
it.
she just be coming up with some lies.
Nobody really cares because people kept telling her and she just defending Jaguar. Get out while you can. Get out while you can. And she didn't want to listen. So that ain't on nobody but her. So I don't feel bad for her. Hold on 1 second, guys. Yeah, I'm back, guys. It says, do you believe this and agenda stuff? I think a production, the whole thing. No, I don't think it's a production at all. I think that it's somebody who saw other people and how they ran their operation, get popular on social media, get famous in the algorithm, and like Nature Boy, associate themselves with people that stay in social media with the BS. You know, birds of a feather flock together. They're all con artists. They know how to work the system. And I'm not just also talking about the welfare system, the food stamp system, the government. I'm talking about social media system. And they're running with it. Like someone who saw an opportunity. Yeah, to do Scov it was yep. Oh, she has been on Legina doing the most now. Yeah, that's a Fat Dime. That's what I want to know. If there's any truth to that, that's what I came on here this morning to talk about. But I had got sidetracked because Jaguar Wright had got up here and was doing her little singing and all that nonsense. I said, "Ooh, child." I said, "It is." She be getting Jaguar Wright be getting up early. She said, "I'm getting up early, stomping my feet through these social media streets. I'm waking it up early. She be waking it up early, honey. Seems like as soon as she gets out the bed, she gets herself all ready. Make sure she get that little cat yuck out of her eyes. You know what I'm saying? She wash her face, brush her teeth, and get up there, and she just be, ain't no telling what she gonna get up there and talk about. I don't know. You said SL. What do you think about Angela's? I don't even know. Honestly, what to really think about a whole lot of people, to be quite honest with you. All I can tell you is that a lot of these people are very fraudulent. And when they have fallouts, you know, things happen that shouldn't be going down. But I can tell you about Jaguar Wright, I don't believe she's getting the bag. Only thing I tell you about Angelic Soul isn't she a fairy tale? That's the only thing I know about. Says hello, SL Mars. How are you, Trinity Love? What? She's pregnant for the 19th time. Now, look, give me a link to who you're talking about, because only one I know is a fairy tale, and that's crazy. She's pregnant for the 19th time at the age of 29. Wow. Give me a link or something on that one. You said with baby number 8, so some of them been taken away. I take it from what you're saying about baby number 8. I don't get it. I don't get it. But it's a sad, sad situation. And then, I thought, I'm going to tell you something else that I thought that was really sick. When that rumor went around that Jaguar was doing something with her own son. You know what I'm saying? See, now Jag's trying to deflect and say, y'all made a rumor of me doing something with my son. Now you saying I try to do something with Legina. I can believe that before I believe it with her son. Is Drake one of the baby daddies? I have no idea. Y'all sitting up there talking about some stuff that you all done thrown me. Yeah, Jag is horrible, man. I hate to say that, man. I didn't know she was that bad off. She really needs to take her medication. She does. She really does. She really, truly does. It just doesn't make any sense. How she's making a mockery through social media like that. You know what I'm saying? We thought that we wasn't gonna we thought that Nature Boy was gonna be the only one that made history running a mockery through social media. And then who would have ever guessed in a million years it would be a woman doing it next? That's what's shocking me. I shake my head. I say to myself all the time, who would ever have guessed it would be a woman next doing it? Let me see something. Hold on 1 second. Let me stop sharing that. Let me see what Jaguar up to right now. Because she be getting up here early starting trouble. She be getting up here early. Yeah, so it does. It says Jaguaroke. What is it? Jaguaroke voice only, $1 for every view. She's crazy. Just was up here just about an hour ago. I know y'all must have seen that video already. I know y'all must have seen this video. She looks like she's in another hotel because she's not staying at that place she got evicted from. And that's another thing too. People need to stop it. One thing I will say, she admitted that was not that Jaguar's place. That was her husband's. I have to defend her on that. He's a veteran. That was like a place for veterans, people with disability and stuff like that. He didn't keep up on the rent. He left the apartment, and then they put her stuff out. And the reason why he didn't keep up on the rent was because he couldn't probably afford to pay the rent because she was helping him pay half. The rent was $2,000 a month. So she just got up. I'm telling you, Jaguar Wright, she get up in the morning. You could tell she must wash her face, brush her teeth, do her little rituals, and get up here every morning faithfully. She might skip 1 or 2 days, but that's not often. And she ruffles a couple of feathers. Today she got up here singing and all this other stuff. I put nothing past that. Me neither. Oh, sorry, love. Legina's new name. It has said yes, poor Drake. What do you mean Legina's new name? It says she's getting ready for her interview with what this weekend? Oh, Lord. These people are crazy. Motel 8 with the pool. I thought she only does Hilton's. Well, if you believe that, which I know you're being funny. Oh my God. She was just on live. Who was she? Let's put who she is on live. I know you're talking about, you must be talking about Jaguar Wright, because she was on live. She's the only one I know that just was on live this morning. She's on live every morning. Yeah, okay. It says her Legina's new name is Love. Oh, okay. Well, you know how they always change their name up, try to reinvent the wheel, especially when they feel like or it seems like they're losing relevancy, and the numbers are dropping on the algorithm. They got to switch it up, you know. Nothing surprises me no more with these people. I'm just wondering how it's going to be presented. How is Jaguar Wright going to clean it up that she did not touch Legina in any inappropriate way, and that Legina's lying on her? Because Legina could be lying on her. Because I really believe Legina would have stayed with Jaguar as long as Jaguar allowed it. It says Jag was on live. Yeah, I know. I was on live job for 9 when she was live. I just got back telling everybody that she's usually on there every morning. I bet Jag didn't touch Legina. She has no that's why I said I want to hear this about Jaguar trying to come on to this girl. I want to hear it too. I want to hear it too. But like I said, there's 3 sides to the story. There's your side, there's my side, and the truth. And we'll never know who's saying what because we're not behind closed doors. So, and we all know birds of a feather flock together. And in this game, and in order to stay in the algorithm, the truth is not something that you do. Because when you tell the truth, it ceases and desists everything. But when you live in the lie can go on and on. It can go on to an eternity. Storm said it first, LOL. Jag touching Laguna. Y'all are crazy as that. Legina. See, but you got to understand, at one point in time, all those commentators were friends with her. And they probably, seen her offline, Jaguar, right? And they no telling, what they have saw and heard. Either come out of Jaguar's mouth. I don't think that Jaguar would admit to any of these commentators that she, did something or attempted to do something with Legina. But like I said, that's stuff that people will say when they're mad. Legina said she could. Wait a minute. Legina said she could have had Jag her. I don't know. I wasn't there. That just, to me, that came out of left field and stuff. I feel like if somebody did something like that to you, because the way it was presented to me, it don't sound, it didn't sound like Jaguar had just violated her. It sounded like something that happened, and then when they had a fallout, now Legina wants to bring it up. That's how it was presented to me. But like I said, I have to do my due diligence before I go running with no story of allegations like that, because that's harsh allegations. It says, I don't think Jag would touch Legina. I don't think so either. Legina looks like she doesn't bait. Fat Dime is funny. I don't believe anyone's halfway sober. Yeah. But see, that's what happens. Like I keep telling y'all, when people put themselves in these situations with these people and they don't really know him, and that's my nephew, that's my auntie, then they get like Solar. You see how Solar, he did interviews, and he may not have bad talk Jaguar Wright, but he told what happened behind closed doors of Jaguar Wright's business. You can't let everybody close to your front door, or you can't even open the door and let people in. You got to get to know people. I don't understand why is that hard for people to believe. Look at what's going on around the world. You don't know who you could trust. So who knows what actually happened? The truth not seem to be either. You don't exactly what not gonna know. Y'all gotta be proofreading some of what y'all be writing, because I be sitting up there reading that out loud, then I be like, and then I have to go silent and reread it. Jag is messy. Yep, and evil. Yep. But yeah, I just hope that she gets help, because I don't believe, and this is just my opinion. Who believes that Jaguar Wright is getting a bag for all this commotion that she's starting out here in social media? Put a Y in the chat. I'm curious to see how many Y's that I see. I already know what I believe. Put a Y in the chat, because I'm very curious to see how many people think that she's really, because the reason why I'm asking this is because are people seeing between the fine line, the fine print, that this is clearly someone who needs to be on their medication or is not taking their medication correctly? I'm not saying she's not taking the medication. Maybe she's drinking on it. I don't know. Or doing some type of drugs on it. I don't know. It's just my opinion. But something ain't quite right. She could sleep with nature. Ooh, child. Who's to say she hasn't? I don't know. Something I ain't seen one Y in here yet, so I guess I was getting kind of scared. She is internet bum on the internet corners. I seen one Y. No, that's right. Wait a minute. So, all right, I'm confusing myself. I said, put a Y in the chat if you believe that she's getting the bag off of social media and all this stuff she's doing. So you put a Y as in she is? Okay. I don't think she is. I think that the goal is to get a bag from social media, from all this stuff she's doing. But for right now, she's her mother's caretaker, so she's got something she can fall back on until she gets the bag. You said not a bag, a coin. Jag needs her meds because she is definitely bipolar or borderline personality. I think more borderline personality disorder, sis. It says when she's on her meds, she's different. Takes the Dawn take the Dawn lithium. Yeah. I think she's liking the spotlight. It feels good to get online and your numbers just go up. You know, people want to listen to what you have to say, even if you're saying a bunch of nothing. Even if you're sitting there just playing music. I think she's taking advantage of that. You know, I think, also the public, they don't make it any easier for her to get right, because you get people who, egg it on. So, who knows? It's a real messed up situation. My heart goes out for her. I'm not, buying into none of them shenanigans. I hope she gets herself right, but only time will tell. I call it a bag when she's begging. That's what I meant about the bag. Okay, I get it, sis. Thank you for clearing that up. Because I don't think she's really getting a bag. I think people are just enjoying the entertainment aspect of it, and they're not caring one way or another about giving her any money, because she's number one. If you're trying to get the bag, you don't have an audience thinking that you're well off, that you got millions of dollars on an offshore account. People that are well off don't do that. So that's why I, don't buy the bag thing. 100 Cash App goals. Is that supposed to be 100 Cash App goals a day? Or, I mean, if that was a goal, then she's doing pretty good. But if not, I don't know. Oh man. I mean, like, I can't stand Tommy Sotomayor, but he's like the only person I know on YouTube. I'm quite sure there's others, but I'm just telling you people I have been on and was in the bushes who I see. He used to have a little ticker that would be at the top of his screen, and that man would make between $1,200 to sometimes $2,500 a day just in cash apps alone. And that was because he wasn't monetized. That's monopoly money. Right. She said that's monopoly money. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I had to get my little lunch, honey. Yeah, I had to get my little lunch. I'm being greedy. Let me catch up to these comments. 100 is all King Payne needs a day. Yeah, but if he's getting 100 Cash Apps a day, honey, I mean, think about it. He probably get more than $1. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful when you put Jaguar Wright up there. That's probably all King Payne might be getting, messing with Jaguar, and that's where his content been lately. So that's why I said I don't know about Jag getting no bag unless she's getting the bag off the Cash App, because she be playing copyrighted music. Then she be having meltdowns, cussing people out. Can't make no money like that. Not on YouTube. You cannot make no money like that. You said, did her mom get her insulin? I'm not too sure. I didn't, unless this was something that was said yesterday. I didn't hear her mention it in today's live because she was on, like I said, she was on live today. And she gets on early. Not early. It ain't considered early to me, but she gets on early. She wants you to hear what she got to say. Early, honey. I hope her mother got her insulin shots. And that's kind of messed up if when they put her furniture out, that's kind of messed up that they put it out there like that. Cuz I'm quite sure the people in that rent office knew that Goomba lived there. They knew that his wife lived there, the elderly mother and the son. So why would they put that lady's bag at the bottom of that furniture? They should have put it in the office, sealed it up in a bag, put her name on it, put it in the office with a reliable person so she could have picked it up at the at the office. They did that on purpose. That's why I said you got to pay attention how you treat people, because karma is real. She said was. That's a good question. I didn't hear her mention about the any of her stuff being stolen out of the wallet. Now that I didn't hear. But that's funny you brought that up, because that's the first thing I said. I said, now if they stole anything from Jaguar, she gonna go off. I said, somebody needs to ask Jag, how do you have your son's ashes? Yeah, exactly. Right. She says she's always kept them in the car, except, yeah. Well, we all know that Jag is she's just trying to stay afloat. There's a lot of questionable things Jag has said that I question myself. Let me see what she's talking about now.
Second song. It's called Quicksand. And I wrote it in the holding cells while I was waiting for my 5 minutes in front of the judge in Chicago. You have me in the palm of your hand. You have me in the palm of your hand. And I'm slipping like quicksand. I'm slipping like quicksand from you, man. You, man. Love can be so easy. Love can be so good. Love can be so simple, just like true love should. But you don't kiss me, baby, and I don't speak your name. Caught in a rhapsody, yet can't find the melody. You had me in the palm of your hand. You had me in the palm of your hand.
It's a beautiful voice.
I'm slipping like quicksand. I'm slipping like quicksand from you, man. You, man. Do you have the courage to
It's a beautiful
hold on to your woman? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Love in the morning
Kept some
time.
of his ashes.
Love in
We
the
just spit them out.
afternoon.
We did it.
Up before
My
dinner,
mom's
put the kids to
somewhere.
bed. We used to swoon, but you don't kiss me, baby. And I don't speak your name. Used to drive each other so crazy. And then came the rain. I knew had me in the palm of your hand. You had me in the palm of your hand. I'm slipping like quicksand. I'm slipping like quicksand from you, man. You, man. Do you have the courage to hold on to your woman? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Laugh, oh love. I said love, oh love is the answer.
Oh, she has a beautiful, soulful voice. Hold on, y'all. We got. Hold on.
To you, woman, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Do you have the courage to hold on? Do you have the courage to hold on? Do you have the courage to love? Do you have the courage to love? Do you have the courage, baby? Do you have the courage to hold on to your woman?
She knows she has a bad voice, but she don't want to use it. And that's the sad part about it. There's so many people in the world that are not even connected like she is. And even through the negativity that she has brought to herself, somebody, look at what they did with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Somebody still managed him, even though in this society, snitches are supposed to get stitches, not rewards. She has a soulful voice. She can sing with the excuse me, I just got finished eating. She can sing without a mic or any type of instrument to help, you know what I'm saying, pick her up. And she'd rather be up here smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, drinking, yelling and carrying it on and messing up that beautiful voice she has. She could just right now, and there's people that can't do that. She can walk away. She can wake up today and say, you know what? I'm leaving this YouTube thing alone. I'm going to get my bag right, but I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to leave people, places, and things out of it. I'm going to focus on Jaguar. If I got to take my lithium or go to see a psychiatrist until I get, balance, because people don't have to stay in their current situation forever. She could do that. Everyone don't have that opportunity. And she can start singing again. Get signed to a contract. It don't have to be no multi-million-dollar contract, but she's going to still be doing better than the average bear. And she can move on with the rest of her life. And everything that what I call she's faking it till she makes it. All the things that she tells people that she got going on, she could really have it going on in a short period of time and flash it. See what I got? And keep it moving. But she chooses to do different. And that's to run havoc through the streets of social media to the point people are not going to want to work with her. Loved her voice. I bought her album back in the day. Yes. It says Jag told a lie about her wallet. She had to come up with a scam to get the people on the internet to feel sorry for her. And the audience, it says her name wasn't on the lease. She's worthless. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know how she got a car, but I'll tell you one thing. I know plenty of people that would love to hang out with her because they're probably trying to figure out how she does a lot of the stuff she does too. But you know what? I'd rather struggle in my life, my real life, than to keep up a lie. Because I have to, with a lie, you just got to keep up on. The truth remains the same. So, you know, that all comes to an end. All of what Jaguar's doing is come, and she knows it too. That's why what she's doing is she's riding it till the wheel falls off. I'm not going to push the agenda, I promise you, unless I hear otherwise where it makes sense. I'm not going to allow anyone to push the agenda on this platform, even about Legina being violated. Because, see, all we're doing is fueling the fire even more, making Jaguar names bigger even more. And it's nothing wrong with bigging somebody up, but big the right people up. You can't big up someone that's not trying to help themselves. Because all you're doing is heading for self-destruction. All you're trying to do is self-destruct that person. You're not helping that person. It's looked at as entertainment to you. And Jaguar Wright, as a woman, should know better. This is not a game. Her life is not a game. If you don't know, now you know from this channel, something's going to happen very soon. Because Goomba's been really quiet. Put a Y in the chat if you noticed that. And his girlfriend. Now, she may have just blocked me, Nikki, which I never reached out to her. So I don't know why she would have blocked me. But looks like the account, from what I can see, maybe she just blocked me. But Nikki's accounts are private, and you don't hear too much from Goomba. Matter of fact, let's go over there now to see what's going on with Goomba. But they know things behind the scenes that we don't know. And Jaguar knows the same thing. But see, she plays with fire. And when you play with fire, what happens? You get burnt. So the only thing, and I'm going to share it with you guys, and then we'll get back to Jaguar Wright. But we're going to stop sharing this here. And we're going to go over to this here. But they're all quiet. Only ones making noise is Jaguar. Something ain't right. I honestly want to know. This is his new YouTube channel. Go subscribe now. He's trying to, to me, some people might say he's trying to get a rep off of his wife's name. Maybe so. But I'd rather him get a rep off his wife's name than to be hearing these false allegations or these allegations of him trying to blow up his wife's car or harm his wife. You know, so sometimes you got to give credit when credit's due. Goomba, yeah, he did his interviews. He said what he had to say. But that's over with now. And that's how she should be looking at it. If he chooses to be with that woman, yeah, it's going to hurt. But you got to move on. Says Goomba has a new job and Nikki said he was getting aggressive with her. So you know what? When you say that, Fat Dime, I'm not a medium, someone that can like foresee the future. But who knows? Maybe they're not together. Fat Dime. Who knows? Maybe he's missing Jaguar. We'll never know what's really going on until one of them comes clean about it. Who knows? Maybe Goomba got jammed up behind Nikki. We don't know. You said Nikki blocked everyone on her IG, then what, charged them $100 to, please, girl, you are not famous. And you know what? When I'm gonna tell you exactly what I thought of when I saw her block. I said to myself, I remember Jaguar saying that Goomba's starting to get aggressive with Nikki, and Nikki speaking about it, right? Like, publicly. And I said to myself, she may have broke up with Goomba, and she's now embarrassed and don't want people to know she's not even with Goomba either. Who thinks that they're still together? Put a Y in the chat. I could be wrong. I mean, you know how many times people have fallouts, and then the next second, he's back over there staying the night. Put a Y in the chat if you think that they're back together. There's a slight possibility that she blocked the account, because what's the sense of having that account up, rubbing it into Jaguar Wright's face? Goomba this, Goomba that. Goomba's my future husband, and Goomba could be somewhere in the cut with Jaguar Wright. Should be looking stupid. Goomba this, Goomba that, and then come to find out, Goomba come out the woodwork, and now Jaguar Wright and Goomba are back together. Nikki then said she gave the money back to those and paid because she only wanted to know who was loyal. He needs somewhere to sleep. He doesn't have anywhere else to go. Yeah, you're right. But you'll be surprised. It be those men. It be those men. They know they need somewhere to sleep, but they'll still show out. A fat dime, they'll still show out. Let me look on here. Hold on. Yeah, he ain't been really active on here. He been minding his business. Nope, he ain't been active on here. This is old. This from March 29th. Only one been active is what's her name? Legina and Jaguar. And Jaguar ain't playing. She been active on her channel, honey. Every morning she get up on here and she do her little thing. But I really feel like if she could get it together and like get her vocabulary together, stop cussing people out, stop threatening people, and stop playing the copyright music, she would be able to. Her mother could keep her own money. She could still take care of her mother, and she would have her own money. I really believe she would get missing. I honestly believe she would get missing. But as long as people trigger her, or she triggers herself because she ain't taking her medication, she's gonna keep doing what she's doing. So it's sad, but it is what it is. Legina, she got a what you call it? She has a podcast coming up, or whatever you want to call it. Let me look it up. Sorry for coughing, y'all. Legina Gold. Let me look that up real quick. They're all over the place. It says they were still together as of Tuesday. They were in the chat of another CC. Nikki went on the pen. Okay. They were together on Easter. Okay. So that's Sunday. Nikki said that Goomba is taking his medicine and going to the VA every day. He is trying to get his mental together. That's good then. He definitely couldn't do it when he was with Jag, because she just purposely was putting that man through the ringer. And that's crazy. Legina got up here, says R. Kelly and Aaliyah, alleged love child. Now, see, this is crazy. I know a lot of y'all seen it, so I'm not going to be playing any of this man's work. But this is crazy here. This is how you know she wanted to be, and I say wanted to be because from a distance before Legina came into Jaguar Wright's life, she should have knew better to even want to deal with Jaguar, knowing Jaguar was going to sit there and say this girl is bat-ish crazy for even trying to say that she was R. Kelly and Aaliyah's daughter. I want to know how many people believe this. How many people believe that she is the child of Aaliyah and R. Kelly? It's crazy. It says, I have a question. It says, how healthy is it for someone with PTSD to consistently play Call of Duty? Trinity, you being funny. Not too healthy. But right along with everything else that he's allegedly doing, Trinity. Oh God. Or to even be smoking the ooh-wee. All that stuff that he's allegedly doing. I don't think it's healthy at all. But let Nikki say it. He going to the VA every day. He's taking his medication. She the sloth daughter. Oh, you got being bad today, Trinity. Trinity love. I know people that game and they say that gaming brings them peace. And yeah, and that's funny because to be honest with you, and that's why I have to, and that's funny what you're saying, learning to love myself. What you're saying I agree with because surprisingly enough, and that's why I need to get back there. I could be going through 100 changes in my personal life. But because I have the love for my YouTube channel, YouTube has saved my life. Editing videos, like I've been doing live, so you really ain't got to edit that. But, you know, when I do my little 10-minute commentary, those videos got to be edited because, you know, it might be cussing or whatever in it. And it just, all it does is it just, all the problems that I got outside of my life, it goes away. And I do my work, and, you know, my work might not be the best edit or work or good looking work, but it's something I did for my channel. And it just takes all the stress and everything that's going on in my personal life, it takes it away. So I do believe it brings peace. You know, and you know, it's not gaming, but when you're editing a video, it could take hours to edit even a 10-minute video. And it just brings peace. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so to each his own with that. But I can't see how she really got up here and said, I mean, R. Kelly, Leah alleged love child. Legina Gold tell why she believes. She says I like the way they titled it. Tells why she believes she's, you already know where it went from there. She's telling them why, she's telling the people interviewing her why she believes she's the child of R. Kelly. Now you know that's crazy. I enjoy your content and feel the same way. Thank you, His Lordship. How you doing today? Thank you, thank you. It says there are gamers that I enjoy yours too, his Lordship. I'm gonna tell you, y'all need to go subscribe to his channel. And he be doing some some animated videos. And so I need to talk to you on the DMs because some of the software you use or whatever you're using, I got to get my hands on it so I can spice up my little 10-minute commentary videos. It says there are gamers that make lots of money. You ain't never lied. It says, but you have to be dedicated to it and built and fall. Exactly. And see, I hope y'all listening to it, learning to love myself. Because like she said, if you ain't dedicated, and that goes to even getting back on Jaguar. If it's that she wants to sing again, I'm saying if that's what she wants to do. or if she wants to be a big YouTube socialite and make a lot of money and then maybe reinvest that money she makes on YouTube into something else, you got to be dedicated. But it has to be in a positive light, or it's not going to, on YouTube, it's not going to work. Your channel will be taken down before you can even get to where you can go. She'll never know the pinnacle of her career, Jaguar Wright, because she just keeps getting arrested and thrown into mental institutions and all this nonsense. She stays into drama. It says he's like a Disney women. He's like a Disney character, not reality based, shooting and killing and PTS. Well, yeah, I will say some of, probably a person with PTSD or something like that, and doing a Call of Duty. What do they call them? What is it? Call of Duty, and there's another one too that's a real violent one. I mean, I can understand where you're coming from with that, but hey, to each his own. If you like it, I love it. I'd rather see him not being in reality than in reality hurting people, going in the supermarkets hurting people because he's having a bad marriage, or going to Jaguar's place of residency hurting her because he's having a bad day, So I'd rather see him doing what he's doing, if that's what he's doing, which is on the game, to try to just, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that use drugs and alcohol to numb their pain and be out of reality. And I honestly will tell you, that's not where it's at. That can get you more messed up than I think a video game. So we got to look at the big picture. So yeah, let's turn this girl off. Again, I have nothing bad to say about Legina. I wish her the best. But all things come to an end. And like I said, I just hope that, Jaguar Wright, she gets over like what she needs to go through, which is her healing. And I hope that Goomba gets over what he needs to get over, which is his healing. And I think that they just let things go. Now, I want to show you guys something else, because a lot of you may have not have seen it. And if you have seen it, put a Y in the chat. I guess now Nature Boy is a author of a book, another book. And I want you guys to if I can find it, because they got so many pages. I want to see if you guys saw this already, because I thought by now that they would be off the radar, but I obviously see that they're not. That just goes to show that you got to protect your eyes and your ears, because you can have someone take your whole life over with just words, not even physical abuse, but mental. So did a lot of y'all see this here? This came out, matter of fact, and it's so weird because this came out 3 weeks ago, and I only see like 4 people. I don't know if that's 4 likes. Maybe a lot of people did see it, but usually it'll tell you how many people came to view the video. Like, I think that's what Jaguar's scared of. I think that she feels like she's gonna be like Nature Boy. She's gonna lose her relevancy. So that's why she keeps doing what she's doing, not realizing it's not doing you any good, because you're gonna end up in jail. You're gonna end up in jail or in the psych ward. He's gonna mess around and have a flashback and put. Oh no, you didn't. He said and put on a dress. Carbonation is the bed bugs. You on a roll today, sis? Nah, put a Y in the chat if y'all seen this already. Because a while ago, actually, I had put it up when I had did a live briefly. and a lot of people hadn't seen it. So I went back to it earlier today, and I said, "Wow, people are really not paying that dude no mind." But I put some money on as soon as he gets out, they'll be paying him some mind. They ain't paying them no mind no more because they got Jaguar Wright to fill in for the BS. They got Jaguar Wright to fill in for that BS. And that's a shame. Because, see, all she's doing is selling her soul to the devil because she's looking for a bag. And at the end of the day, these people don't care nothing about you, Jaguar Wright, at all. And what's so sad is I feel like the friends that she met that are friends, I guess so-called friends to her now, she needs to leave this stuff alone because she gonna end up having fallouts with them. She's supposed to be cool with King Pain. But I feel like if she ever was to put King Pain in a situation, you know, where it's jeopardizing his coins, King Pain gonna cut off. And I'm not saying this out of making up rumors. I'm just saying this out of my opinion. That King Pain's gonna cut that off. So she's got to be real mindful of who she drags into her mess, and you know, it messes up their channel. Now, what is this here? It says platform. Oh man, I gotta read this to you guys. See, that's why you gotta be careful with these people and what you say about them on these social media platforms. I have nothing against King Pain because I used a couple of his work, and he didn't have no problem with me using it. Sometimes people get funny with it, so I don't like to see people have to go through this. It says, I like when he says this. Can y'all see it on your end? Let me make it a little larger. Hold on. But yeah, I hope he gets through this foolishness somebody had put him through. So 14 hours ago, he put my, where's the strike? False crown family, or was the girl stealing my content? Now she's crying to YouTube like I'm doing her wrong. It says, hello, my name is, oh, do not. Oh, okay. And I was just asking about him. I thought it was a female he was referring to. It says your platform, it says, and DCMA copyright strike takedown process has been abused because you've also allow uploaders to issue false copyright strikes. Oh wow. So I'm gonna tell you what this means in a minute. Strikes against my channel to hinder my business. Attached here are screenshots of official Pain stating his sole purpose and intent for not only the false copyright strike, but he also committed perjury and filed a fraudulent lawsuit in the process. Wow, he made YouTube think that he had a lawsuit. I thought he had a lawsuit too. The false strike was issued against my channel in order to prevent me from going live and uploading content, which is messed up. To me, that's messed up. I don't get into beefs with other channel holders, but basically trying to say is that YouTube did a takedown on one of his videos because he had people do not allegedly say, and we're all doing the same content. It's on Jaguar Wright. But see, that's what comes with dealing with people like Jaguar Wright. It's drama. Evil. It's an evil energy. And that's what gets people attacking each other. And then you attack each other for the wrong reasons. So from what I can read here, and not only did do not get his channel striked or video strike, but he had other people like go ahead and go to that channel and strike it. You can't do that, especially if it's being recorded. Ain't like you sitting in your living room and you sitting there like with a group of people or 500 people, and you tell every one of them to strike one, channel holder's page or video. People shouldn't do that. Y'all don't get along. Y'all ain't got to see each other. you should stay on your side and let that person stay on their side. Now, I think that a lot of people come after King Pain because he's close with Jaguar Wright. There's been many people that have been cool with Jaguar Wright. He has remained, true to her. And I think that he gets attacked for that. That's why I like to stay neutral. I'm not. If Jaguar was ever want to come on my platform, she's more than welcome. Long as she ain't up here cussing and carrying on and trying to play music, copyright music. But I like to stay neutral because I don't want nobody trying to put me in a category that I don't belong. Like I'm like Jaguar Wright just because I associate with her. That's why I stay to myself and mind my business. That's what you got to do when you're doing this kind of content, especially with these kind of people. The content is demonic. The drama that it brings is demonic, and you just got to be careful. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. Thank you for reminding Trinity Love 85. It says, please hit the like button. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. I really haven't been saying that lately because I really ain't been up here lately. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in these YouTube streets here. And we gotta, if you know better, you do better. But like I said, I just hope that Jaguar ends up getting herself together. Maybe if she can't do it for herself, do it for the sake of her mother and her son. And that's all to it. Sometimes I hate to say it, people might say, no, anything I do for me if I change. Sometimes we can't find it in ourselves to do for ourselves. So sometimes we got to do it for our children, or to save our marriage, or you know what I'm saying, or to prove a point to someone that's jealous of you, or you know what I'm saying, look at me, I'm doing better, to that enemy. Whatever you have to do, you know what I'm saying, get yourself right. Don't stay like that. That's not a healthy state. And that's the only reason why I say, a lot of people say Jaguar needs to get on her medication because they're making it fun of her, or they really don't care. But I say it because I'm telling you, I suffer from anxiety. I take one medication for anxiety. And I know what it feels like when I can't sleep some days and I have flare-ups, and I wouldn't want nobody sitting up there, you know what I'm saying, saying that about me. Especially if you're an open book with somebody, I feel like if you're looking down on somebody, you better be picking them up. And you are not helping the situation by making it fun of Jaguar situation. We know Jaguar can make a mockery of her life on her own. She don't need any help. I feel like this got far out of control because people gassing her on. And they're not understanding the woman needs to be on her medication. And until she gets on that medication, she's going to continue to not thrive, but destroy. And she's going to destroy anything that's in her way. People don't understand that. People don't want to understand that. And it's really sad. I'm not going to sit up here. I see some, channel holders and they want to sit there. And I hate to say this, and they do conspiracy theories. You cannot do no conspiracy theory of somebody's life. This ain't the planet. This ain't the sun. This ain't Mother Nature. This is somebody's life. People take it to the point of, they got someone that lives in that state that person might be living in, where, say, Jaguar's living, and you got them following her and doxing her. How can she get herself right when you got people doing stuff like that? If you're dealing with a person that's not taking their medication, I mean, they're really not in control of what they need to be in control with. How are you doing this? Like this one here, and I'm not going to play what she's saying. Because I don't want to hear. Matter of fact, let me see before I even, I changed my mind that fast. But another one need to be on psych meds. I'm not going to get it, even say her name. I'm not going to even start no trouble. but another one running a muckery. And it don't make no sense. It really doesn't. And you got people up here right now making some coins, and they ain't got no drama at all in the content. People rather listen to a woman who is definitely hurting. She's going through some things. She needs some help, and you know, people are, you know, thinking it's a joke, like they ain't never been divorced or gonna get a divorce, or you know what I'm saying, or was divorced. You know what I'm saying? And it's really sad. And I just wish that Jaguar, let me see what this is. Is this new? And for I gotta show you all this. This is crazy right here. Let me make sure this is the one that this is from. Yep, this is the one. Now this was crazy when I seen this. I'm gonna show you all this. Woo cha bete. I almost fell on the floor when I seen this. I guess somebody was spying on her. She did a shorts video to it. I bet you they wish they never did. So don't they know who they playing with? Let me see it. Play it again.
Stalking! You're stalking me! 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 You're stalking.
Who does that? Like, listen, I don't know. Listen, I'm saying my opinion. I don't know who did that for some clout. I don't know who they did it for. I don't care who they did it for. Ain't my business. I just know, and can't nobody chase. I mean, have me going no wild goose chase over no Jaguar Wright, and be going to her resident or the resident she got evicted at doing that, because she is not stable. And in this case, I gotta say, Jaguar Wright's right. Whoever that person was, excuse me, was stalking. Why are you in her resident recording her for what? She was already recording herself, and that was the day when they put out her clothes. She was already recording the situation. So what are you? What was that supposed to be? Some type of evidence? I'm not quite understanding what this was all about. Look at this. I'm trying to put it up as close as I can. And the last thing you want to happen is for her to get your license. I mean, it's crazy. Get this lady's license. Lady was in her complex with a cell phone. Did you wake up, ma'am, and say, this is what you're going to do on your own? Did somebody put you up to it? It's one or two things to me. Now, if somebody knows the answer, then you tell me about it. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the link up there. I'm going to put the link. Somebody can explain what this is all about. I heard through the grapevine a couple of, and without name dropping, you're more than welcome. If you don't want to get up and say nothing, you're more than welcome. But I want somebody to make that make sense. That's why Jaguar Wright has to get herself together. She's got to get herself together. She has got to get herself together, because this is uncalled for. This is uncalled for. So I'm gonna read what, because I can't really see it here. It says YouTube stalker false reporting. Jag don't give no. I ain't gonna say the rest of it. That's what she put. I said, wow. When I seen this, let me read these comments. Yup, I'm being nosy. Y'all see them comments? All right, let me see. Cause I'm just curious to see what people says. If Jack, wait a minute, hold up. What just happened? It says if Jag would just put her phone down and take care of her family and her business, this is way beyond out of control. So sad. It says sounds more like you should check your mental health if you can't see that Jag should be doing. I don't give a F. Let me see. What? I just lost my place. About the situation we're seeing. Jaguar been out there all day recording instead of taking care of her business. Lady, go and help Jaguar if you are so concerned about. Somebody says, it says you're the reason she thought of coming to YouTube instead of finding her pocketbook. All you enablers. Now, see, I gotta agree with this one here. It says all you enablers should be ashamed for playing a part in her demise. And see, I was saying this too because as long as you can come up, long as no cussing, sweetie. Welcome, welcome.
You can. Hi, am I up? I've never done this.
Yep, you. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, you can't see me though, can you? Because I'm scary.
No, that's all right. Nothing wrong with that. No, just remember, no cussing.
Oh no, that's not my forte at all.
That's good, sweetie.
I just felt the need to come up because I witnessed that video that you were showing as it was happening on another platform. And I just thought it was deplorable. I mean, we all know Jag is
going through things.
Exactly. And beyond. I mean, she angers the hell out of me, really, but, all of this going after Jag, they're not taking into consideration. It really hurt me that her mom and Sam is out there.
They're out there, yep.
You know what I mean? So what they did, I mean, Jag is used to all of this craziness. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the way that I'm sure that hurt, it probably frightened and affected the mother and the son even more than it, affected Jag. And I just thought it was a horrible thing. And like you said, that is stalking.
Yeah, it is stalking.
Yes.
And they feel like, I think, listen, I'm not name dropping, but
exactly, we all know.
But I'm gonna tell you, sometimes when people see that you're in a state of no return, and they know you're not seeing clearly, they take advantage of it. That was their ample, in my opinion, that was their ample opportunity to take advantage of the situation. And that's messed up because she's going through a crisis.
And it's not funny.
It's not.
It's not funny at all. And that woman could flip at any second. And I just feel so bad for Sam and the mom.
Yeah, I do too.
But just like that platform talks about, oh, everybody's trying to eat and everything off of Jag. I mean, that's the you can't get more food.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm trying to say, than what you did right there.
Right there.
And it's not limited to that, because I don't know if you knew back when that same platform, some people are real good with these computers and all of that type of stuff as far as tracking people's whereabouts.
Yeah, and can see through the cameras while you're getting,
Yeah, or somehow with the numbers or whatever. They obviously have way too much time on their hands.
Too much.
And they were tracking her. Like, I guess she called up and claimed she was someplace, and then they tracked her somehow and said, oh no, she's not there.
Yep.
Now that's a bit crazy to me.
But what I'm saying is, that's why I said Jag got to get herself together, because she's not realizing she got all these rights. She's got all these things that she can really fight, like being doxxed, stalked.
But you know what? She's too far gone unless she she needs really in-house intensive treatment. And I say that from a professional aspect. I worked for several decades in management with adult protective services. So I know it from that end, as well as mental illness in my own family. And the reason why I say that, unless she has like in-house, long-term treatment,
Long term, right?
I mean, I have an aunt that I grew up with, that had heavy issues. I mean, from a young child like Jag, not violent and stuff like Jag. Well, she
Right.
did stab her mother's boyfriend in the head with a butcher knife, but that doesn't count.
Right. Besides that,
I know it sounds crazy, but it was just a flesh wound.
right.
But I say that to say that, in later life, my grandmother took to the daughter, just like her mom is doing, that had the mental illness,
Mm-hmm.
because, I guess they feel guilty, even though it's not their choice. And she had hold of my grandmother for many years. And me in the business, as well as, my aunt's a lawyer, et cetera, et cetera. We fought to try to get my grandmother. And it's not the easiest thing.
Right.
Even when you go through adult protective services, a lot of people come up on platforms talking on the surface. Oh, you could just do this and just do that. It's not that simple. You have to fight in court for guardianship, and guardianship is not free either.
It isn't.
You
Like
know,
you
I,
said, and they
in New
talk on
York,
the surface.
yes, I mean, it's several. This took place in Connecticut. I think it was about $12,000 then. And we only wound up with my grandmother back, unfortunately, is when my grandmother, I guess, got into dementia. And it was really a hardship for my aunt to try and care for her.
Mm-hmm.
The police found her on a bench. And then that's when we finally got my grandmother.
And it could have been worse than that. But it's sad that they had to find her on a bench where she could have harmed, or or harmed
Yes, well,
somebody
she
else.
did have a history. She did abuse my granny as well. And you
Mm-hmm.
call the police and you call adult protective services. And like I said, I was a manager. I worked for them, not in the same state. But even if I was in that state, I couldn't exert any power to
Right.
snatch her, because it's still the courts.
Right. At the
It
end of
all
the day.
falls on the courts.
And if you would have tried to take the law into your own hands, then you in some trouble.
Exactly,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And then my aunt finally, we never knew. They just found her on the street one day, and she was hospitalized, and she wound up and died from MRSA.
Oh
It's really
man.
sad. I mean, because you never know. I mean, I really wonder what type of life my aunt had afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But she destroyed. She had two sons, and one of them is just, he's completely mentally gone. You
Right.
know,
Mm-hmm.
um, you know, he wasn't so-called normal. Um, but it's sad. So it's a very, very difficult task, and that's why, sadly, I don't see any hope for Jag unless she's hospitalized long term.
Which they keep doing that. If they keep doing that 72-hour hold, that ain't helping her at all. She's
No.
all she's doing is in her mind waiting to get out on that 72 hours.
And
Because
when you can talk and be articulate and all that, because my aunt was the same way. When we look like the crazy ones,
right,
when we're
right.
trying, I mean, and especially these days, I guess they go to the other extreme. Back in the old days, you could just hospitalize your family members to get rid of them.
Right.
You know,
What is it? It's used to call section. I can't remember what the number was. Section 35 or 50, something. But anyways,
what
you could do it with no problem. But now,
right?
no.
But then people were men were getting rid of their wives without divorcing them.
Yeah, this
Getting
ain't
rid of
no
their whole
secret.
family. From what I hear from my mother, like in the old days, you could just,
So they abuse the system.
yeah, they sign them in, or you have a child that is special needs, they just lock them away forever. So
right.
we've gone from one extreme to the other, but my heart breaks for, um, the mother and Sam, because if she had any ounce of, I don't want to call it sanity left, but
Mm-hmm.
she would hold on to Sam with every piece of goodness she had left in her heart.
5150. Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? After, she failed in a situation with the older one. You know what I mean?
Right, right. I get it. And he's no longer here. You would think that she'd be trying to take that energy to, be a better mother to him.
Exactly, with all the mistakes that you made.
Yeah. But
And
she
we're
don't have
trying to
time
get,
to do it.
but she doesn't have the capacity. My aunt would say stories like, oh, my two cousins, they traveled with the Harlem choir, and all of these things, that they've never done.
Right.
All these extravagant things, and the crazy, I, she believes it in her head.
But
But she
when you
wasn't
said,
nasty like Jag. She
oh,
wasn't nasty, or no, not at all. She wasn't nasty
I was
like
just
that at
gonna,
all.
yeah, I was about to say she sounded like Jag because Jag be making up
Yeah.
stuff that does not exist.
Yeah, but it's all the things, I guess, these delusions in the mind. But she wasn't nasty and cursing and abusive. And, she would make us Christmas presents. And in her mind, she would think they looked professional, like Legina.
Okay. Which
You
one?
know what I'm
They
saying?
look
But
like
she
an
wasn't,
adolescent. Right.
yeah, but she wasn't nasty at all,
Mm-hmm.
or filthy mouth or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Jag was, but she had some nice looking husbands though, hasn't she?
Well, yeah. One of the I'm not gonna say too much about Goomba, but the first one she had, the one that is very concerned at this point with his son. Yeah, he's not
Yes.
bad looking, and you could tell he's very educated and very.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's honestly, he might not say it, but I think he's very concerned of the well-being of Jack. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull him up.
Yes, he just has a very more stern like exterior. I mean, like, I come from a generation, like with my mom, that I knew they loved me, but they never said it.
Right,
You know what
right,
I mean?
and
And
that's how
so,
it is
like,
in a lot of black families, though.
yeah, so Sam Senior, he seems very stern, but he's doing the right thing. He was trying to prepare Sam for when your parents are no longer there.
Right,
What's her name? Jag is making him regress.
right, and it's sad.
It is.
It's really sad.
I mean, look, he doesn't even know how to operate in the grocery store. If he was still with his dad, come on.
But I think that's why she has been able to use. He has autism. Allegedly, he doesn't have that, and I just found
There's
this
so
out.
many things on the spectrum and off, because when my son was first born, I guess I'm telling you my whole life story,
No, listen. I listen. I put these links up here for you guys to be able to express yourself and talk with me. I'm a commentary channel, so you're not gonna see videos a lot on my channel.
Hmm. Hmm.
You're gonna see adult. You're gonna hear adult conversations. You guys
Yes,
already
because
seen the same videos. You don't need to see it 104 more times. So
and when I
what?
hear all that cussing and all that, I
I don't
can't.
want that.
I,
I don't
I
want
can't
that.
get into. I can't get
Me
into that.
neither. It's just too ratchet and ghetto, and that's what they expect of us up here.
Oh yeah,
So
it's a
that's why
very
I'm
bad
telling you.
example.
Right. So that's why I'm telling you what I'm saying. When you come up here, people might say I'm a boring channel holder. I don't care. I'm following. I can't do it. I don't want that on my channel. So I
Hmm.
put the link up here inviting people to come up here and talk. If you want to come, come. If you don't want to
Hmm.
go on to the channels that got drama and want to cuss and carry on,
Oh
go
no,
on to their channel. But you can't do that over here.
but they don't want somebody like me up, because I'm not entertaining
I'm not
for
either.
their audience.
I'm not either. I'm not
But
either.
what I was gonna say, like, my son has special needs, but I know in the beginning, and white America is famous for wanting to label all of our children,
Mm-hmm.
because I also worked for child welfare in part of my career. I
Mm-hmm.
worked in government for 35 years. part with child welfare and the last 20 or so with adult protective. But when I would sit in on I'd always sit on the psych evals for adult protective as well as the children.
Mm-hmm.
But I have never sat in an evaluation on one of our children that came back normal.
Mm-hmm.
Now they could be 2 years old. How in the hell, I'm like, where are they getting this from?
Right.
And I felt like it's kind of
And it's
like
a
almost like a
2 year,
scam,
2 year. Yeah, it's
a
like a
2 year old.
yeah. Come on. Right.
Because there's extra monies that come with these things also.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And young Sam may not realize that he's been psyched, just like his father said he's been psyched. And I believe him, first of all, going through the court system, because that's how Big Sam got him. It's mandatory that the child is psyched,
Right.
so, but,
It's really
poor
sad.
Jago convinced that kid that he's worse off than he is, and then she's going to make him. Uh,
Yeah, it's a
but,
sad situation.
yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up about the father because I'm trying to look as we talk. That video that popped up yesterday that I saw, and the guy YouTuber, he thought that it was somebody scamming him, but it wasn't.
Right. I saw him. I
Yeah,
watch him because he's civilized, the chubby guy.
yep, he's very, and that's
Mm-hmm.
why I said I'm gonna make sure if I can find it that I give him, shout out. I'm gonna make sure I put his link in the description
Yeah.
of the video. Oh, here it is. I got it right here.
But I'm
Because
glad he chose him. Now, he tried to go up on that other person's thing when his son was on it.
oh, really?
The other, his son was on that other channel.
I know.
Yeah. Now,
Mhm.
towards the end, and I went because I came across and saw Sam was on, and then I was like, oh my God, this poor child. And the
Wow.
father was in the chat, I guess towards the end, because I didn't catch it from the beginning. I came across it, and the father was trying to come up, but then the creator had to go get his children and said, well, you can call me later. I'll bring you up later. But I'm so glad that the father didn't succeed.
Right, in doing that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because you know how it all would have been all switched around, and
Yep. It would have
that's a
been,
very flip-flop place there.
yeah. And see, it's really only a place for if you just want some horrible, awful, like I can't believe that this person did this type of entertainment.
Yeah, it's
This is
comedy of people's real life.
right, and the thing, but you tell your kids to go to school and not do the same thing that you're up there looking at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Go to school, be good for the teacher, and this and that and another. But yet, still, then you get up on these platforms with that person and be cutting out. It's crazy.
But I'm glad to see that after he wasn't afforded the opportunity then, because his father was probably in his emotions hearing his son and wanting to get up there to interject or talk to him or whatever the case may be. After the live ended, I'm glad it appears he didn't try to go back.
Right, right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Because that's
Exactly.
a joke. You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. You know I
Yeah, he
know.
needs to go to a mature, uh, you know,
Right,
adult conversation
right.
place where people can have an intelligent conversation
Because
where go
black
ahead.
black people need to realize you're better than that. And the reason what I
Yeah.
mean by reason why I mean by they're better than that, you don't have to feel as though you have to be on a toxic platform in order to get the information.
Mm-hmm.
You could be on a platform where we're all adults, we're having a conversation about the situation without getting ratchet about it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you
And
know
they
what I'm
have
saying?
so much information to input with not even have the knowledge of the topics that they're talking about. I mean,
Right.
I don't know them, but just like as I told you, I have life experience from my own family and dealing with these agencies,
Hmm.
as well as serving those agencies in a managerial position.
Right.
for almost 20 years. So I don't know them specifically, and I don't know how it works in the state, but the basics, you get what I'm trying to say,
I get exactly what
is
you're
the
trying to say.
same. I've tried to go on. What was it? Because it made me so angry. And I let them know who I was, you know, on that
Platform.
yeah, that platform with the video that you
Yeah.
have up there.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, because I said I could shed some light, you know, and because they were talking about the, you know what I'm saying, the
Yeah.
harm and stuff like that with the mom.
Right.
But you know what they did? They
Shut you
blocked me.
down. Yeah, they
They
shut you
blocked
down.
me.
I already know.
Why would they be afraid if I
All
said,
the time.
I'm from APS, I could shed some enlightenment or, you know, answer some questions, because the people on here, they didn't know what the heck they were talking about. Even to say, what's his name? He can just go to the VA and get a place. Maybe out there it's like that. But in New York City, it's not. It's not that simple.
Yeah, I get what you're
There
saying.
are homeless people on the street that are vets. Vets get evicted. I mean, you know, it's not that simple.
Well, let me tell you something. The only time I shut anybody down is if they're cussing and carrying on.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, if you can have your opinion, you don't even have to agree with me. As long as you ain't cussing and carrying on, then you could say, you know what, SL, I don't agree with what you're saying. This is what I feel. But when you're like, F this,
Mm-mm.
gotta go.
But why would you not want some informed information?
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But it's because it's not about that.
Right.
You know
It's
what I
about
mean?
you sit here and listen to my work, and it's not is no such thing as to agree to disagree. You either on my team and what I stand for, or you gotta go.
Yeah, but they
You gotta
say they
go.
welcome opinions.
Yeah, really? Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I heard
And
that.
I was shocked to find that the numbers are so low for that platform, and they've been out since 2016. I was like, boy, that's some slow progression, but I see
Right,
why.
right. Because you know, behaviors and
Hmm.
see the algorithm, the YouTube algorithms pick up on everything.
I
So
wish I knew how to get that. I had to fight to try and figure out how to get up here with you.
well, no, you don't have to fight. And that's the thing. It's sad
But
that
what I'm saying is I'm not like savvy with these things,
well,
you know.
I
So
thought
I'm
you
like
I
trying
thought
to
you
get
were
up on your platform
I thought
and
you were
making
saying,
sure I didn't scare you.
oh no. You didn't scare me. I thought you were saying it was hard to get up on here like nobody can
Yeah,
come. Like if once I put the link on, anybody is welcome to come up.
yeah. But
You know?
like clicking into the emails, I know it sounds basic to most people, but since I don't do this type of stuff, this is my son's forte, not mine.
Right, okay.
But
So
I
he does
just had to share something that's real
right. And I'm
and
glad
all
you
of this
did.
craziness,
And I appreciate that you did that. And I
Yeah,
really did. And like I said, I'm going to continue. I know I shocked a lot of people because I got on here early this morning. I have not done that in years. But I'm going
yeah.
to start getting up here early, and I'm going to start doing a late live,
Okay.
And I want to
Well, this
talk
is
with
the first time I came across you, but I'm gonna lock you in because
okay.
I'm on retirement now.
Well, you know what? Well, if you
So
got
I'm
time
I'm
on your
up
hands,
all hours of the day and night
well, you
and
better come on
everything.
my channel then. You better get up on here. And when you see me put the link, you get up on there and speak your piece. If you feel up to it, I don't badger nobody to do what they don't want to do.
Mhm,
You know what
mhm.
I'm saying? So if you're more than welcome to come up here when I have that link, or if matter of fact, if I don't drop the links, you can say, please, SL, can you drop the link? If I'm in the middle of
Mhm.
a conversation, I'll say I'll drop it in a second and I'll let you come right up there.
All right, that sounds
Okay.
great.
All right.
Well,
Nice
I
talking
hope
with
I
you.
added something that somebody can take and use somehow.
Oh, trust me. You just actually reminded me of something I need to show before I get up off of here. And
And if anybody has any questions regarding those two agencies, I know how they roll, even though it's
mhm.
New York, but
Right.
you get what I'm trying to say.
I get what you know. I know. Yeah,
35 years in that too aged the hell out of me, let me tell you. So I mean, I did early retirement because I'm like, this is gonna kill me.
Yeah, well, and it's not
Yeah,
even really you just doing what you can do, and
right.
it's just taking everything out of you.
Especially when you care. When you care, it
Right.
drains you. It drains you.
Mm-hmm.
So to
So
go from the children in the first decade, and then to go to the adults,
yeah, it's a
and
lot.
the adults is the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm here.
All right. Well, you're always welcome up here on the platform.
All right, good
All right.
chatting.
Nice chatting with you too. Have a
All
blessed
right,
day.
same to you. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye. Now, like I said, that was a great build. I'm so glad she came up on the platform. She's always welcome up here. Now, this is one to show you Jaguar Wright's husband. I want to give a shout out to AT2. He's a channel holder. I'm gonna put his link in the description at the top, and I can see why. And matter of fact, let me share this before I get to running my mouth. Hold on one second. Here it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to. I can see why they the father went on to this gentleman's channel, and I'm gonna tell you the reason for why I say that, because I've listened to him talk, this channel holder, and to me he's very respectful. I mean, I'm quite she's a channel holder. Sometimes we're gonna say things that are gonna offend people, but I feel as though he's just doing his job as a channel holder. And so I could totally understand why yesterday Jaguar Wright's ex husband that she was married to before Goomba, he came onto this platform because the dude seems to be very respectable. And I'm going to put it in the top of the description box of the channel, his content. You cannot play it all the way through. I will be talking throughout the video because you cannot just play somebody's work all the way through. It's not right. It's his work. So shout out to AT2. And again, subscribe to his channel, and the link will be at the top of the description box of this live video. Here we go.
Afforded my son every opportunity.
Hold on,
for him.
go all the way back.
Right. And here's what I'll say about this. And
Hey Sam, how are you doing?
I'm all right. Here's what I'll say about this, and I usually don't talk.
This is
Right.
Jaguar
And I
Wright's
respect you for coming up
ex-husband.
too.
All right.
Thank you.
Here's what I'll say. I've afforded my son every opportunity for him to do the right thing. I put him in college. I fought for him as a child
Queen Shay, I know.
in 3 different states.
You already know I know.
Operated pro se, beat every attorney she's had. Took vacations, studied in a law library to win in court, to set him up so that he didn't have to go through what he's going through now. This is not the first time his mother's been evicted. She's been evicted 7 times.
Wow.
That I can think of. All right. So I say this is just stupid. All of it's dumb. He chooses to live this way.
Because he has no drive.
His mother has some kind of, I don't know, something over him and something over her mother. There's nothing I can do. Right. He's 20 years old. I don't have the right to just take him when he was younger, as I did when he was younger.
Right.
So, love my son, but that's just that.
Yeah. And do you kind of feel that it might be, even though Jag is probably not the right person to be around with, he kind of longed for that relationship?
I'm sure.
Can you please, guys, make sure you hit the like button? Can we get the likes up some? Thank you.
Sure, I'm sure he did. That's his mother. As I said, you get one. I told him you get one mother. You should respect your mother. But you know what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
All right. So
right. And I don't want to keep you up here and stuff like that because I know you got stuff to do, but I do want to say, if there's one message that you want to get across, is there anything that you would like to say, like to him, or because more than likely she probably gonna be watching and showing this,
I can care less. I told my son everything he needed to know yesterday. I told him that I love him. I told him that at this point, since he's chosen to co-sign what she's been stating and what she does, that he has to live in that. And I don't say disparaging things about his mother. I would expect the same respect.
Can you guys hear what's
I don't
being
get
said?
that.
Put a Y in the chat,
So
please.
don't call me unless it's an emergency. When you're ready to leave and you're ready to get out of mess, you can call me. And that's the only time you can call me. I'll put him on a flight and he can come. It's just that simple.
So you're still there for your son?
I'm there. I'm just not
not going to be with the BS.
I don't have time for that. I'm too busy. So if he wants to come, I know how to book a flight. I have money. I'm not hurt. Okay. So, period. So if he wants to watch this, it's me saying it live on the camera. But I'm not going to make him do anything. But I'm not going to let him, when he comes, if he chooses to come, it's not going to be roses and sitting up in the house playing video games all day either. Contrary to popular belief, what everyone says that he has this Asperger's shit and all this other stuff, excuse my language.
Go ahead.
I will say that when the state of Texas afforded full custody to me, part of the requirement was that he see a psychiatrist and a psychologist. Both did not, neither one of them diagnosed him with Asperger's, nor what's the other one everyone says he has? Neither one. He's not, he's been diagnosed with neither one.
So he's not on autistic or on the spectrum at all.
or have Asperger's, no. Okay.
Yeah, because Jack kept repeating it, but I remember during the thing, y'all clarified, like, no, that's not the thing. That's not it at all. And so, my thing was like, you can't just put that jacket on somebody, but and I hate to make a joke out of it, but they say our culture sometimes, if we can get a check, we try to get a check. And so I think that's probably why she was trying to put that on him, to be trying to get some kind of check. But if he doesn't have it, and I'm glad that you said that, like he's been checked out, tested and everything. And
I hope you guys are listening, because Jag has been saying that allegedly her son has autism. Is all different kind of autisms. I'm not going to get into it because I'm not a professional. However, his father, blood father, who had him alongside with Jaguar, just confirmed that is not true. So let's get that clear.
Doesn't, like, she keeps trying to put that on him, and it's almost like that.
She's making him, trying to make him believe
the stories that the lady creates is crazy to me.
So I feel like I'm just clearing the air. With him, it's laziness at this point. All right.
She got him like that.
He graduated from high school with A's and B's. First year in college, did well because he's here with me. Going to college virtually. Second year, he flunked. Why? Because maybe too much freedom.
Yep.
Maybe he went to play video games all day long. That's what he did. Didn't go to class, you flunk. Now I'm left to deal with the ramifications of that because I pay his student loan debt. So if he does come here, it won't be just, fun. It will be work.
Right. He got to work.
That's how life is.
That's right.
So
that's how you make a man out of them.
that's all I have to really say.
That's how you make a man
But
of them.
I just need to clear the air on
That's
that.
how these
And
men
as
be
far as their
living off of
eviction,
women.
this is not the first time. Doesn't surprise me. My son was evicted when she went to prison in Texas, in the middle of the court case. So this whole thing with Judge Cooks, she's blaming and saying that I had something to do with Judge Cooks. It's not the case either.
Yeah,
Judge Cooks is the only person who gave the verdict of what the previous judge presided over. That was Judge Beecham. Judge Beecham was is a Caucasian male. So I don't understand the issue with her. She lost.
Sad. That's sad.
Again, she continues to lose because she doesn't take responsibility and accountability for her actions. She loses in life because of that.
As we all know.
I feel sorry for her. Only thing I can do for my ex-wife is pray for her, which I do. I pray for her mental peace and her well-being. That's still my son's mother.
Respect.
Okay. So regardless of how everybody feels about her, regardless of how I feel about her, she has to take responsibility for her own actions. What I don't like is how her own actions impacts her mother and how it impacts my son.
Right.
So, she can choose to be a bum all she wants. She can choose to be on the internet all she wants. If y'all want to continue to cash app her for some dumb reason, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Obviously you can see she doesn't pay bills with your cash app money because she's on the street right now.
Oh, and question: do you know what the cash app that Sam has? Is that his actual cash app?
I have no idea. I don't deal with that crap. I don't. I work. I get paid through other means. All right. So I appreciate your time. I'm sorry. You have any other questions?
Yeah, no. Sam, you answered everything. No, I appreciate you even clicking on here because I know you're not a YouTuber and you don't do this for attention. You're not looking for fame. So no, I appreciate you coming up here and clarifying and just having that conversation because now I know, like, yeah, you do care about your son. And if he ever wants to leave that situation he in right now, you there for him. So all I have is nothing but respect. And everybody else in the chat is definitely applauding you for being a real dad. So I want to say thank you for even coming up here.
No, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, no problem. You have a good one.
All right.
I'm glad that
that was dope. I appreciate him coming up here.
I'm glad that Sam gave him that interview. I'm glad that he gave him that interview. That was dope. Because to me, I don't know the dude personally. I have seen his work. I've never had nothing to say about this channel holder's work, but he just seems to be very respectful. Like I said, he doesn't work in my sector, and I ain't never had no fallouts with him. But he don't seem like the type of dude that if you have a fallout with him, that's because you went after him. He just don't seem like he has that personality where he's gonna come and bully you. Or feel like this is my content. You can't report on it, just me. I'm the blank of content. No, he doesn't be doing all that. So that's why make sure y'all go over and show this brother some love, show him some support. I'm gonna make sure I put it at the top of the description after this live stream when is off. But yeah, I just want to clarify some things. I'm nobody over here is trying to badger and make Jag look bad, but if you're out here supporting a man, support her, but I don't know if you should be supporting her financially because she's not well and she's not being real truthful with things, and it's sad and stuff, and she checked out. There's nothing wrong with that. Things happen. But I feel real bad for her, man. I hope she really gets herself together because this is not where it's at. And I know people in my real life, man, and I just shake my head because people that are like Jag, they don't think nothing's wrong with them. They think something wrong with you. And you be trying to like, look out for them and tell them, this is not where it's at, and they think you crazy. And they the one bat-ish crazy. So people gotta see and want to change on their own. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And that's just the bottom line. And that's where I'm trying to get at with it. People have to see on their own, that, things ain't right with them. And they need to desperately want to get some help. And if they don't want to get no help, you can't help nobody that don't want to help. Be help. You can't. So I'm really glad that he got up there and spoke, because he's not that type of dude, really. I know he's on Tasha K's channel before, but he's not really it says bye SL much. Bye, sweetie. Nice y'all spent a few hours up here with me. He's not he was on Tasha K's channel, but you could tell he doesn't really do that YouTube thing. So like I said, Jag got to get it together, man. She wants people to believe in her and see that she's trying to help herself. She's got to put some effort into it. And I feel like somebody's gone when they put their kids in it. I don't care if he's a grown man or not, he's still a child to her or to me. He's not my age. And it's just really sad that she has involved him. And she's making herself believe. She's making up diagnosis of this boy that don't even exist. So, I just wish the best for her. I really feel like if she changes, it'll be easier on her mother and her son. And, well, of course, on Jag, too. But, I don't think Jag wants to change. She has this grand delusion in her mind. She's going to be this big, I don't know, celebrity or social media mogul. And she don't care any means necessary. She's going to get to where she needs to get to. But listen, I've been on here long enough. I plan to go live tonight. Probably, I'll say about 6:30, 7 o'clock the latest. That's kind of late for me. I'm not going to make it a habit of doing really late lives. Those are kind of late for me. Make sure you leave a like on this video, because them likes are on a diet. And I've been on here almost 3 hours, which is not like me. And I'll definitely be back up on here later on. And again, when you get off of this live, just look up at the top of the description box, and I will make sure that I put where to subscribe to AT2 channel, so you can subscribe and support this channel. It says my friend's still in the hospital. That's like her. Wow, that's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that, his lordship. Thank you, learning to love myself. Thank you so much, and for all your input. So y'all have a blessed day. I love you, and I'm out. Mwah.